Hello, good evening, you guys, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so make sure you guys please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Okay. I wanted to talk about a side chick impersonates ICE agent to kidnap her lover's wife. Okay. When I saw this story, I almost just flipped the script because people have lost their minds. Okay. Now they've lost it, and the mere fact that I wouldn't even think that folks would even think of anything like this. Okay. I want to read it to you all. I was trying to find the video, but looks like I'm going to have to read it to you all. I might. Here's the video. Here it is, right here. Now, she doesn't even look like an ICE agent. She does not.
Investigators say a woman posed as an immigration officer to pull off a daring kidnapping. They also claim LaTrance Battle had a police type radio and a business card to persuade another woman she was an ICE officer. According to the Bay County Sheriff's Office, the victim eventually escaped. While Battle faces kidnapping and other charges.
Okay, they said that she had some type of fake ID. Hold on, you guys. And all of that. They're saying that she's the side chick of this guy. Okay. Um, and he has a wife, and she decided to impersonate a ICE agent. Hold on, you guys. Let me pull it up for you. Um, Here it is right here. It says a Florida woman was arrested and accused of impersonating an immigration and customs enforcement officer to kidnap her ex-boyfriend's wife. Authorities arrested LaTrance Battle and charged her with kidnapping, falsely impersonating an officer while committing a felony and robbery, the Bay County Sheriff's Office said in an April 21st news release. The victim, who is in the process of obtaining legal residence in the United States, told investigators she went with Battle because she believed Battle was a real immigration agent, but grew suspicious and frightened. On April 10th, Battle approached the victim, who was working the desk at a Days Inn hotel in Panama City at the time. According to a criminal complaint, Battle was dressed in an all black with a white face mask. The complaint says when the victim asked if Battle would like a room, Battle unzipped her jacket to reveal the word ICE printed on a black shirt. Battle also showed the victim a sheriff's office card that identified her as an ICE agent and told the victim she had to go with her. The sheriff's office said the victim did not want to get in trouble or cause more ICE agents to show up, so she let her boss know what was happening, and then willingly left with Battle in the back of Battle's car. According to court documents, while in the car, the victim tried to call her husband and her lawyer using her cell phone, but Battle forcibly snatched the phone away and would not give it back. Okay. The complaint said, hold on one second. Battle reportedly had a handheld radio that she was talking on, making the victim believe she was coordinating with other ICE agents. The victim became suspicious when Battle kept driving past where she knew the sheriff's office was. Battle kept talking bad about the victim's husband and talked to the victim about how she would have to suffer the consequences of her husband's actions, according to the complaint. The victim became fearful when Battle drove up to an apartment building and said ICE would be waiting for them there, the complaint said. After they arrived, Battle told the victim to get out of the car and go into one of the apartment units. Battle ran into the apartment and the victim used the opportunity to walk quickly away. She asked a bystander if she could use his phone and call law enforcement according to the complaint. While waiting, the victim called her husband, who told her the description of the ICE agent sounded like his ex-girlfriend Tracy. When a deputy arrived, the victim was shaken and frightened, the complainant says. Deputies later confirmed the ex-girlfriend was Battle, who lived in the apartment. When the victim's husband arrived on the scene, he explained that he had an injunction against Battle, his ex-girlfriend, for issues in the past, the complainant says. He told the deputy that the most recent issue was about 2 years ago. Battle had an initial appearance in court on April 12th and is scheduled to be arraigned on May 29th, according to court records. The public defender's office didn't immediately respond to the request. Y'all, it's bad out here. Anytime somebody's side chick, now he's trying to say he had not dealt with her in 2 years, that she was his ex. But why on earth was she trying to get ready to try to do something to his wife if she was his ex like that? If he had not dealt with her in 2 years, Lord have mercy. Look at how she looked, y'all. Now, you could tell the lady must have been a foreigner, y'all, because I could look at her and tell she resembles more of a damn crackhead, okay? I wouldn't have went with nobody like that. Look at the tweets and stuff all on her head. Don't know ICE agents look like that. Unfortunately, the poor lady, she's a foreigner and she's trying to get legal and she didn't want no trouble and maybe she's illegal, who knows. Um, but it's so unfortunate that this dingbat right here would even conjure up something like that, right? So somebody got a video on Facebook, I think, of her being arrested. Let's see.
1033 down the main, 1033 on.
Hold on, you guys. I guess this is it.
Open the door. Sheriff's office.
Roll your window down.
Open the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my car.
Step out.
Step out.
Turn around, face the car.
I can't do nothing.
Call for Bay lift for channel 1015.
1823 out.
Fair one, copy.
He wouldn't even open the door.
Okay, you just need me in the groin.
Hold on one second, guys. He wouldn't even open
You work
the
here?
door
Yes. Someone called
for
the police.
the police.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? What's up, man?
1033 down the main, 1033 on.
Okay, you guys, she wouldn't even open the door for the police officers. Okay. They had to open the door and snatch her out. Y'all see how people are off of their rockers. You definitely have to be very meticulous about who you deal with. Because, I mean, I don't know what it is now. Women are, it's just too much idle time. They talk about the men, but the women are just as vicious. Okay. Because women sit and plan things out more so. More men are impulsive and stupid, unfortunately. More women are very conniving. They sit and plan things out. Think about what they're gonna do, like this lady, because this is not something that was impulsive. Okay, this was just conniving and evil. So you have to be very careful now about who you deal with, because these folks are on all types of meds, and you could look at her and tell she looks like a damn crackhead. But I get to wondering, would a crackhead even have thought of? I don't think a crackhead would have even. Well, I mean, she looked like a crackhead, but I mean, dog, crackheads don't have time though to conjure up nothing like that. This lady sat down and thought this out. A ICE agent, she took the opportunity to go get some type of ID, um, and get somebody to make her like an ID with as an ICE agent with a sheriff badge. I mean, she's going to have all types of charges: impersonating a law enforcement officer, kidnapping. Ain't no telling what she would have did to that lady had she went into that apartment. Because the lady was saying that she was saying, you're gonna have to pay for what your husband did. Okay. So, like I said, he claims that he has dealt with her. The last time he dealt with that lady was 2 years ago. But y'all, I don't believe it happens, but I don't believe that a lady would be sitting around with all of that vitriol on the inside of them for 2 years. And then all of a sudden, on a whim, just decide that they're going to go and kidnap their ex-boyfriend from 2 years ago wife. Is something wrong with that? Okay, so I believe she's the side chick currently. It was currently still the side chick. Okay, um, and so she was going to make him. I guess she felt like she was going to make him pay by. Hold on, you guys. Here's something better. She was going to make him pay by doing something to his wife,
Open the
his
door.
innocent wife.
Sheriff's office.
A Florida woman is in very deep trouble after police say she pretended to be an immigration enforcement officer so she could kidnap her ex's wife from her job. We were able to gather details about the suspect's background and how it supposedly led to her in a fake ICE shirt putting a scared and confused woman into her car. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Hey, so before we jump into this story, I want to talk to you real quick. The driver, 52.
15.
1033 down there.
So now the question is, how do we get here, right? Well, according to investigators, just a day earlier, on April 10th, LaTrance pretended to be an agent with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, and then allegedly kidnapped a woman who it turns out is her ex's new wife from her workplace. Eventually.
Okay, so they're saying that LaTrance, the kidnapper, is 52 years old. Okay, she's 52. And LaTrance looks like she's on crack or has been on crack, you know. But I'm happy that the lady, even though she's a foreigner, I'm happy that the lady basically came to her senses, or um, allow her senses to kick in to see that something was wrong. Okay, she had the opportunity to see that something was wrong, and she wouldn't go into the apartment, because if she had gone into that apartment, she probably would not have came out alive. Because in order to do something like that, you got to really be off of your rocker anyway. Okay, she's crazy. She had decided that she was going to do something to that man's wife, and I don't think she was going to leave her alive. So that she really needs to do quite a bit of time. People like that are crazy. Okay, and you know what's so sad is somebody sitting back watching what she pulled off or tried to pull off, and they thinking about pulling it off. Okay, that's mainly how twisted people are these days. But anyways, I'm happy that the wife, ended up being okay. I think the husband, okay, I think the husband, should have some explaining to do. Why his supposedly ex-girlfriend from 2 years ago that he had not dealt with in 2 years kidnap his wife, go through all of these changes to kidnap his wife, and having breakdowns about what kind of man he is and what he's done to her. The whole time the wife is in the car, she has the wife kidnapped. So it's something weird about that too. Okay, so there's nowhere in the world that I would ever believe that it was 2 years ago that he dealt with that woman. Okay, anyways. Anyways, you guys, I found that story interesting. I did. I was looking at that a little bit earlier. I finally got around to the opportunity to get around to um, um, doing the story. Okay. But anyways, I would like for you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.